No. And again, it doesn't affect any of you guys here. But on game days and game times, when you make a phone call to a monitor or a mentor, try telling people who you are and where you are before you go into this long diatribe of the cow kicked over the lantern and Chicago is on fire. You have any idea how many calls I get a day that are soccer related? About 45 to 60 on average. And somebody says, there's nobody here. Huh?
Yeah, and by the way, if you're going to call me and leave a message because I'm refereeing, I got 4 of these yesterday. Hi Brad, we're waiting for our third referee to show up. Click. Okay, and of course I'm refereeing, so I get to that one 30 minutes later. I'm on the call back going, good. Click. I actually did that last week. That's terrible. Click. Okay, 3, 2, 1, ring.
What's this word?
Communication.
What we talked about yesterday a lot of. We enter the field as a team. We leave the field as a team. We have our pregame as a team. If your referee in charge, the RIC at the GIC or GIQ, referee in charge of the game in question, doesn't give you the answers of who, where, why, what, and when, and sometimes how, ask. Where do you want me on? Where do you want me on? If you don't do that, that foreign substance that's kind of tacky, that's egg and it's on your face. It's part of communication. It's tough. Who did the center of the first game?
Omar.
Yeah, center. Omar is doing the center. He's online.
Yeah.
I had to whistle. I'm Omar. I'm standing this far from him.
Yeah, that's bad.
Where was Clay? I'm just real curious.
Oh, it's about 50 yards there. No, it's this is what makes us. If we had better communication, we'd have more people in the seats. If we had better communication, we'd have more referees. If we had better communication, we'd have more referees that worked. Communication is the key. Communication takes how many people? Minimum of 2. Anything else is a monologue. And so am I. Let me go over a couple of things real quick on the little bitty games. Guys, if you don't take control, don't be in control. I watched Shannon. Shannon was quite fun. Her last name will go unannounced. She had no control. I walked over, I told the guy that was behind the goal, I said, go, either way. But I said, okay, your butt, let me tell you what you're doing. I understand why you're there and what you want to accomplish. Now, we're at your job. I'm your boss. Pick up the pen, write, I quit, and walk out of the building. Well, that's what you're telling the kid. Kid's over here in the goal, 2'11". Johnny, 5. Ball in the back of the net. Everybody on this side is now upset at Johnny, 2'11", and Johnny Sr. is the guilty party. Shut your yapper, get someplace else. And I told him, and the light that came on in this man's head would have made an easy bake oven proud. He said, I've never thought about this drink, dude. Son of a gun. Rocket science. He lives sheepishly over there next to the coach. Respect. Something that you are owed or something that you work for? Something that you're in control of or something that you demand? Or command, I'm sorry.
Command.
I demand it and I get it because that's why I do it. If you go out there and you're Marvin Milquetoast, you know,
Well, I'm not even shaking hands with this guy.
I'm doing your...
I'll be right back.
If you exude that much confidence, what do you get?
None.
Mom! Can I stay out till 10:30? Yes, I'm going to my room. Mom, I straight A's in school all week long. Can I stay out till 10:30? Thank you. Love you, Mom. Respect is a mutual street. It travels this way and that way, up and down, sideways. If I just do the demand part, I'm nothing. It's a two-way street. If I see their side and I give them credibility for what they're doing, and I applaud them for what they're doing, it works. If I come out of my car and I undo my cape and I expect AR1 to pick up my cape before it hits the ground, and AR2 to unsnap the case to take my flags out, you guys will work for me one game. And you call him and you say, who is that dork on field F? With the cape and the case with the flags in it? Come on. And then just barked at me and told me what to do, told me what to do, told me what to do. Didn't ask my opinion, didn't ask my input, nothing. I don't want to work with him no more. I'm going home now. Communication. Back to it. Ask the right questions, get the right answers. If the right questions don't, if the right answers don't come to you as a result of the pregame, ask. If I saddle up behind you and I say, I'm talking to the back of your head, first of all, don't turn around and go, "Hmm, this is not the back of your head." And I'll do that from time to time on any field, any place, anywhere, anytime, regardless of who's mentoring or monitoring that field. The answers need to flow out of your mouth in cognizant order. Well, I don't know. He didn't say this. I don't know. She didn't say that. Shannon didn't have a pen or a coin this morning or this afternoon either. That doesn't make us look good. That doesn't, Checklist. I think there's one on the website. If there's not one on the PSA soccer referees website, I know there's one on the PSA Plano website. Make sure you got your stuff. Work on that respect angle, because as soon as you get it from all of the people that you're working for with and to,